very powerful ways to elevate your mindset, embrace your growth, and just be self-compassionate, kind. Hi everyone. Today we are diving into something that is far more interesting and can change your life. Yes, you read it right. Mindset glow up. We all have heard about glow ups when it comes to our appearances, body, face, etc. But what about our mind? It is literally one of the most powerful and important things that we have. It shapes the way we think about ourselves, others, how we see world, how we have the power to achieve our dreams. So today I'll keep it short and simple. I'm not gonna rant a lot like my previous video, and I'll just give you 5 ways, 5 simple ways in which you can have a glow up when it comes to your mindset. Embrace a growth mindset. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? Which means that whenever you are faced with a challenge and you're thinking, I can't do this, I'm not capable of doing this, I'm not able to get this right, at the end of all those sentences, add yet. I'm not able to do this yet. I can't do this yet. That yet adds a possibility. Possibility of not being perfect, possibility of growth, that you are able to change. There is a possibility that you can change if you are persistent. Yes. One thing that we need to talk about is that believing that your abilities and your intelligence is something that can be developed over time through efforts, through learning and persistence. I read this quote somewhere that said, people half your IQ are doing better than you in life because they're not sitting there and dwelling that I can't do this, that I'm not capable of doing this. They're just doing it. So you need to get out of your, oh, I just really can't do that thing, wala mindset, and get into this mindset. Because you actually can. Need to remember is that every expert in any field was once a beginner. They worked on themselves to be in that position, and you can do it too. Your brain is your biggest muscle, and the more you work it, the stronger it will get. It's as simple as that. Second one is being self-compassionate. This is something that I talk about my clients in therapy a lot, where I talk about being kind to yourself. We are often our most harshest critiques ever, and constant self-criticism is just like holding yourself back in a way. Like, imagine you're driving a car but your hands are tied, your feet are tied. Will you be able to do that? No. Self-criticism is exactly like that. And self-compassion means treating yourself the way you would treat a kid or your best friend or your mom or dad, whoever you love the most. When you make a mistake, you gotta tell yourself that it's okay, I made this mistake, and instead next time I'll do this differently. And actually there is a research that I cannot quote right now, but which shows that if you are kind to yourself when you make mistakes, you tend to make lesser mistakes in future. And instead of saying, why do I do this all the time, you can say, what can I learn from this situation? And even though it has always been taught to us that being harsh is the way to go and being kind just means making excuses, it is not making excuses. It is supporting yourself in the hardest of times, and it is just providing yourself the environment where you can actually grow. Third one is cultivating mindfulness. What you need to do is put in more effort every day in order to be more mindful. Now, mindfulness is not something that you can just happen to have someday. It takes time. It's a work in progress. Our world is so hyper connected. Our mind is literally everywhere but here in the moment. Okay, one thing that helps me is reminding myself that this moment will never come back. Right now, I'm making this video and this moment will literally never happen in my life ever again. Okay, so if you're anxious, if you are having difficulty being mindful, what you can do is go on YouTube, type box breathing, and pick out any video and practice that multiple times a day. It is a simple exercise, but it helps increase our focus. It helps us be more present in your moment, at the time, and it just overall with time you will be learning to be present in your life, in your relationships. When you're having a conversation with someone, your mind will not distract as often. You will appreciate beauty in life, the things that are happening. You will be less stressed. You learn to manage your stress, and you learn how to tackle those stressful situations as well. Fourth one is reframing your negative thoughts. Our brain has a negative bias. It will find all the negative things that are happening constantly around us, in other people, and just perceive it as the truth. But we can change that. How? I'll teach you how. When you catch yourself thinking that I'm just not good enough, I'm a bad person, or in a negative loop, you can pause yourself intentionally and ask yourself, is this thought even helpful? Is this thought even adding any good in my life? Is it facts, or is it just my assumptions about myself? I look at this situation in a different way. Is there a different angle to it? These are the questions that you can ask yourself. You have a thought that says, I'm really bad at public speaking. What you can do instead is that I'm working on myself in order to be better. And this is not forced positivity. This is not toxic positivity. This is us being intentional about how we think about ourselves, about others, and the world around us. And it is really important for us to tackle this, especially in a healthy way, in order to have a healthy outlook on life. Lastly, the fifth one, set intentional goals. Yes, setting intentional goals is really important. We have talked about changing your mindset in order to have that mindset glow up, but it is not just about changing our thoughts. It is also about bringing those thoughts into actions. Example that we took about public speaking, right? We try to shift that thought from, oh, I'm so bad at it, towards I am currently working on it. So you actually have to work on that in order to change that and make that change more permanent in your life. Goals need to be reasonable, realistic, achievable. They need to be smart, okay? You can actually break down your goals into simpler steps and see how you can achieve each and every step, what all it will take you, what are your strengths, what are your values, and what is it that you care about most. And using all of this information, you can set more realistic, manageable goals and actually achieve them and see a result. And you can set yourself up for success rather than failure. So there you have it. 5 simple yet very powerful ways to elevate your mindset, embrace your growth, and just be self-compassionate, kind, be intentional, be more mindful, and set realistic, achievable goals. Set yourself up for success, and of course, you'll see a change over time. What you need to remember is these are not one-time fixes. Nuh-uh. These are lifelong practices. These are something that you'll have to put effort towards to see a proper change, a more permanent change. I'm repeating myself, I know that, but it is just that important. Remember that you have the power to change yourself. It's not me who is telling you to do all of that. It is something inside you that is happening right now if you're watching this video, and that's some reaction that is happening inside you is telling you to take a step in a different direction towards the growth, towards being just a better version of yourself. And until next time we meet, I hope you will be doing a little better and take care of that beautiful mind and beautiful you. Bye-bye.